Video tonight, trying to get you up to date on what's going on. We have a lot to get to tonight. There aren't any major breaking stories, but there are some cool ones that I want to talk about. So let's pull on into the home studio and I will tell you what's going on. Stick around for the show. All right, this is going really well tonight. I've had a lot of internet issues, but I did want to get to you guys and talk a little bit about. I think I've already frozen up. I think I'm already frozen tonight on the internet. We're going to have to do some investigating on this internet at home. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry for the delays and the freezing. Our Spectrum service is not what it should be. And I saw them in the neighborhood today, and I wondered if there was a problem, and I have a funny feeling there is. But anywho, I'm Amy Wood. I'm a local news anchor in South Carolina, and I wanted to give you guys a little peek at what's going on so you guys could know a little bit about the stories that we're following. I have been looking online tonight. One of the things that I had noticed yesterday, I mentioned to you in our update, was the situation with the Ten Commandments in Louisiana being state law, that it would be in the schools. Now it's being challenged by the ACLU, as you could have predicted and imagined. So that is kind of a developing thing. We also had the meeting between Putin and Kim Jong-un, and lots of people talking about that. And right now the U.S. is incredibly concerned over Putin's threat to supply weapons to North Korea. That is something the Guardian's reporting tonight. We have an amazing story online that we pushed out on Twitter. You may see it on the WSPA Twitter. Major Garrett did an amazing look back at Willie Mays' career, and it particularly looks at Rickwood Field and Birmingham and all the things. So it's a really interesting look at the African American and Black players in the league and how there has been sort of a diminished presence, but it's starting to turn around. So the league has also expressed an interest in putting lots of money, millions of dollars, into making sure that there's better representation in the league. So it's really interesting, great story, and it's beautifully told and very compelling. So I hope you'll get a chance to watch that. It's online tonight. I'm going to pull up the WSPA.com website for you guys and give you a peek at what is top in the news there. So take a look right now. I just wanted to give you guys a peek at the top stories on the website. This one's from yesterday, the trees that fell. I showed you that last night, and I don't know why it's still doing so well, but it is. But it is, from yesterday, so it's not a current story. But this one, Upstate Speedway, starting to transition to an industrial park. This is the situation over in Pickens. Our wonderful reporter, Taylor Farmer, the Greenville Pickens Speedway. She was out there today, and you'll see the videos start to pop up on your screen as we talk about it. But they are moving an industrial park into that facility, but the idea or the concept from what the organizers were telling Taylor is that it's to actually expand the place to not just be a speedway, but to have other things there and have them be productive. So you guys can check that out. It's on our website. And there are a lot of folks locally that are upset that they think the speedway is going away, and apparently it is not. It has, not had the same level of activity. There's Taylor reporting the same level of activity that it had in the past, but it is still there, and they really would like it to keep on trucking and just have the industrial stuff come in around it. But there's the folks at the grand opening. It was a big deal. That's a transition they're trying to make there to put more things out there, make it an even more vibrant property. So stay tuned. We'll be following that one, and that is the top story on our website tonight. We've also got a canine that was killed in the line of duty. As you can see, that was down in the Midlands. And actually the dog broke loose from its leash and ran into traffic and got hit. So it was really sad, really unfortunate. SCDOT held meetings. There's a story on the late news tonight, and it'll be on WSPA.com about them having plans for Wade Hampton Boulevard. They're trying to make improvements there, so you can check that story out online as well tonight. And then the soccer-themed restaurant that's opened at GSP. It's really cool. I'm going to pull it up so you can see it. Look at this. This is the Triumph Tap Room. Do you see it? How cute it is? The video will pop up after the ad, but there is a wonderful, fantastical themed tap room, and it's only the second in the nation that's themed after soccer. I think there's one in Orlando for their team, but this is the first one up here, so hold on. This should end in a second. Dear Lord, can we skip? Come on, ads. Come on, ads. I hope they go away soon. I'm trying to not show ads on here that are not supposed to be on here, but this is the tap room. You can see people in it, but the sign out front, there it is. There's the opening they had today. Well, look at it. It's really cute. I mean, they've got it all swagged out, you know, it's really fun and something different in our area. So you'll see that at the airport, which I think is pretty cool. Let me go back to our homepage and see what else we've got. The people that were charged in the Asheville killing, I'm not going to get into all the blood and gore, just because I think you guys see enough of that. Let me see what else we've got. They've got a bike club holding a rally to raise money and to honor some of the law enforcement officers in our area. So very cool event there. We've also got top stories on our website tonight. So the Speedway that I just showed you is our top story, not just because it's on the top of the page, but because everyone's reading it. There are some new restaurants scheduled to open in Greenville, so you can check that story out. The tree is still doing very well. That uprooted and messed up 2 people's homes. New Broadway series is coming to Spartanburg. I saw that yesterday in my email, and you may want to check that out. That could be a good one for you guys to enjoy. I think definitely it's a good one to check out, because now for folks on the Cherokee County, Spartanburg side of Greenville, if you don't want to go all the way over to do your Broadway stuff, there are some shows coming to the other community, which is really great. Whoops, I don't know how that got over there. Let's see what else we've got. Hold on. Where did our top stories go? Oh, this has popped out on us. It's a story. Our website does that now, where it's got these little pop-out feeds, which is really nice. Oh, this is a great story. So the Carolina Panthers are going to be coming back to the upstate, unfortunately not to Spartanburg, but they're going to Clemson. So they're going to do a Fan Fest day at Clemson. So that's kind of cool that they're, you know, keeping the upstate in the fold for the Panthers. So they're putting tickets online tomorrow. That starts on Friday at Ticketmaster. The tickets are $5, so get yourself a ticket and go down there and enjoy it. It's going to be August. Let me look. I think it's the 1st, if my memory serves correct, but let me find the date. Where is it? August 1st. Thursday, August 1st at Memorial Stadium. $5 on Ticketmaster. And again, the ticket prices are $5. It starts tomorrow, Friday. And all the money will be going to the Carolina Panthers charities. So it's basically a benefit event, which is really great. And they serve communities across the Carolinas, according to their website. Also, if you remember, back in 1995, when the Panthers first arrived and announced, they played that first season at Memorial Stadium. Do you remember that? I'd kind of forgotten about it, but yeah, that was the way it all began. Let's see. This is interesting. Welford Police, shall we click into this? Welford Police are investigating a love note painted, and we're about to read more, let's see, on a water tower. Oh, look at this. That's crazy. So that's going to be a good story to watch. There's an ad coming up. But an inspired soul is how they wrote it, which is cute. Recently wrote a love note for all to see on the water tower in StarTex. Have you ever been to StarTex? Now police are looking for them. This is in South Carolina. According to the post on the Welford Police Facebook, officers are trying to identify the person or persons who scaled the tower to paint "I Love You, Charlie" on the StarTex watermill. The StarTex Mill water tower. This was a dangerous incident, the officers are saying. Someone could have been seriously hurt. We ask people to stay away from the water towers. If you have information, contact the Welford Police. And you can also just email the chief. The email's in the story if you want to email the chief. But, oh, do we really want to spoil love? I'm just kidding. That's dangerous. You should not do that. I don't see it though. Do you? Oh, I see it right there. I love you, Charlie. It's pretty hard to see. Oh, now we got an advertisement. Darn it. Okay. All right, let's see. So that's one of the stories, one of the local news stories that's on our website tonight. And I hope you guys get a chance to, of course, watch the news. I'll be on tomorrow, noon, 4, 5, and 6. And meantime, I hope that, let me just check Twitter quick just to make sure we're not missing any breaking or developing stories. I love to pump on my Twitter, see what's happening. Let's see, just check in. This is from AP News. Trump proposes, former President Trump proposing green cards for foreign grads of U.S. colleges departing from anti-immigrant rhetoric. Interesting. I've heard people in business recruitment circles who say it would be smart to take people who come to this country for their education and are, usually very smart people, to keep them here and put their knowledge and skills to work for the American economy. So if they're coming here to get educated. So interesting. Stay tuned. That's something to think about or talk about. And love your opinions in the comments. You can share away. The game at Rickwood Field was tonight. I don't know if you realized that. They were kind of revamping, and Willie Mays was supposed to be there, but he passed away. So I'm sure they did things to honor him tonight. I haven't paid attention. But I did retweet the report. So if you guys want to go into this tweet here, this is the one where I talk about how great it is. Caitlin Huey Burns, who I had met outside our studio when she was here reporting on some of the political stuff when Haley was still in the race, she is talking about Major Garrett's amazing story and has a link to the story. So you can find it on my Twitter, TV Amy Twitter. There's that ACLU lawsuit I mentioned. They're filing it regarding the 10 Commandments being mandatory in classrooms. So this is a state law in Louisiana that they passed, and now ACLU is getting in it, which, I mean, could we all have predicted that yesterday? Probably. They usually will jump right in and tackle a law like that. So there's more of the Willie Mays story. I think it's on our website too. They have it twice. Then let's see. Okay, that's just RFK News. RFK News. Let's see. 50 strangers. This lady asked 50 strangers to figure out how she could spend her $27 million inheritance, and then she explains what they came up with. That would be entertaining if you want to go watch it. And there's Caitlin's story. All right, South Korea says it fired warning shots after North Korean soldiers made their third temporary incursion. Oy, oy, oy. Come on, guys. Stay on your side of the line. Let's see. TikTok's latest court filing. Any TikTok fans here? They have a court filing detailing their fight against the U.S. government and the potential ban in the U.S. So former President Trump has dwarfed the Biden campaign in the latest fundraising numbers. In AP writes, in a show of political force after felony convictions. Let's see. Oh, and then Kiefer Sutherland, Donald Sutherland's son, posting. Oh, look at that picture. Oh my goodness. This beautiful picture of him with his dad. And this is the announcement that he had passed away today. I personally think one of the most important actors in the history of film is what his son says. What a beautiful photograph. Isn't that just amazing? Like, that is so powerful. Just love that photo. Wow. Yeah, that is tough. You know, we all see these stars and I don't know, we feel like our hearts break because they've passed or something and we love their work. But when you're a family member of a person like that, it's like, wow. It kind of gets down to like, now it's my time. This is my moment with my person, you know? Mm, what a sad time for them. I hate that. Keep that family in your prayers. Let's see what else we got here. 60 Minutes did repost, and I've looked at it. It's on their YouTube, it's on Twitter, and I watched it. It was Anderson Cooper's interview with Donald Sutherland, and it was really powerful because there's a point at which Anderson sits him down. They set up like kind of a screening area at his house, and they sat there in this little cabin on a lake up in Ontario, I believe. And they were sitting there discussing his films and rolling clips. And at one film, he picks up his dead daughter. He finds her body. And in that moment of the overwhelm of finding your own child dead and hugging the body and all this stuff. And he was literally, as they were watching that, he was literally reliving the entire experience. Like, it was so powerfully emotional. And honestly, the actor, Sutherland, was surprised at how intensely he re-experienced it. And he was like, and he says to Anderson in this interview, wow, I guess there is a little piece of them, a little part of them in my soul, and they stay with me forever. And it just was so powerful. And he's like, he said he didn't realize how much they were still there deep inside of him. So, I mean, when you're an excellent actor and you play a devastating part like that, I bet it does stay with you. I mean, it was really a powerful interview. He was 88 years old. I don't know if you realize that, but he was 88. So yeah, I really don't see most of this stuff is stuff we've had all day. Okay, there's a lot of discussions about, RFK Jr. trying to get on ballots. He is not going to be on the debate stage. That was announced. CNN says he is not making the stage. They announced that this morning, I believe. Pandemic claims. If you made a pandemic era credit claim, they apparently are saying there's 1 million of them that show a risk of being improper. So FYI, might want to double check your stuff. I'm not as interested in Bob Menendez as a lot of people are. Let's see. Okay, Scott MacFarlane is an excellent reporter on all the court stuff, and he is saying that they rejected another appeals court has rejected Steve Bannon's latest request to halt that 4-month prison sentence. So, let's see. What is this about? Oh, I guess the Gabby Giffords and her husband are opening up about their attempts to do IVF after the shooting. Wow. Yeah, so that was an hour ago. So that's breaking news tonight that the appeals courts have said, nope, you're going to prison. There's no delays. No delays for Steve Bannon. So they're trying to avoid escalations in Lebanon, and our top government foreign folks are meeting with Netanyahu and a top advisor, trying to avoid further escalation. Interesting. Oh, Crayola. I love Crayola crayons. I should have brought some water down. I do thank you for tuning in. Y'all are the best, and I will see you back here on YouTube tomorrow night, hopefully with fewer problems and issues. I had just so many issues getting online tonight. It was crazy. But thank you for listening and watching. Also, in my links, you'll see an opportunity to sign up for my newsletter. I'm getting ready, when I go upstairs, to put that together. It'll go out either overnight or in the morning first thing. So get ready, because it'll have some things you can do this weekend if you're in the Carolinas. And I usually write some interesting observations and share a few links that are fun. So I hope you guys get a chance to see it, but I would love to have you along for that little, I call it really an e-blog, because it's not really a newsletter. It's not like what news stations send out, where it's like all the headlines and stuff. Because obviously you can get that from a news station. I'm kind of blogging and telling you about cool stuff and neat, fun things to do and all that. So it's very, very personal and not, it's not like what our, because our station has its own, like an actual newsletter, and you guys can get that online if you'd like it. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for trusting me, and I will